what is this guy talking about? Who doesn't respect winning?
I respect greatness.
It is. Greatness is Tebow.
Greatness.
He is greatness.
Thought I wouldn't make it, now I'm winning Timothy Tebow.
I can't argue about this because my blood pressure is going to go through the roof right now.
We're not ready for that yet.
After all
we're not ready to go there
yet. And the criticism of Tim Tebow this week after he went to Pittsburgh, after he let the Pittsburgh Steelers up, I am going to go through the roof and let someone talk about Tebow bad again. I'm telling you, I'm going to just attack the next person who says something stupid about just Tebow, period. I mean, you just say you don't respect winning. What are you talking about? Who is this guy? Get this guy out of here. Get this joker out of here, man. I don't even know this guy's talking. He don't respect winning.
I respect greatness.
I respect
greatness. I respect greatness.
University of Florida, he is great. National championship, Heisman trophies. Got your team to the playoffs, winning playoffs games. Things that people say the guy can't do, he does. And they come back and just still criticize. Well, now, he should be able to make those goals. That's easy. He should be able to make those.
I mean, he hit a 10-yard slant quite as hell. The Marius Thomas did it all. He hit a 10-yard slant. The kid hit a 10-yard slant on the injured Pittsburgh defense. And then their best safety couldn't come to the game because a 10-yard slant.
That was a laser beam, pure spiral. That was like a 30-40-yard pass down the field.
Now I'm winning Timothy
We'll get into that later, but my blood pressure's up. Hey, Cortex, I need something. Give me a Percocet, give me a Roxy, give me something. What do people with depressed take? I need to relax. I'm calling to the Lord. John 3:16.
Woo! Folks, we're getting too excited. Let's go ahead and talk about our national championship game recap before we get into our picks. Let's get into talk about our national championship game recap and probably the most boring national championship game ever played in the history of mankind. I was so unentertained with that game. I didn't even want to watch it. What do you thought about that game, man?
I mean, don't clap. Please don't clap, sir. I mean, the two teams that rightfully deserved to be there was in there. I mean, the game wasn't boring. It was just the fact that if LSU, because Alabama was moving the ball up and down the field. It wasn't 3 outs. Alabama just didn't score any touchdowns. They were getting field goals. They were moving the ball up and down the field. It was just Les Miles. I mean, after the guy went on ham on you after the post game. I think it was some radio host or something like that. He went ham on Les Miles why he didn't put in Jarrett Lee, which is correct. Jordan Jefferson should never allowed to place another NFL uniform on again. I'm not NFL uniform, a football uniform on, period. That kid is horrendous. I mean, what he showed that national championship after the first half, Jarrett Lee should have been in the game. They were not moving the ball at all. They had like 5 first downs. Like, it was ridiculous credit Alabama's defense and Nick Saban. Obviously, they got great players and a great coaching staff, but it was just pathetic. Just this kid couldn't even read the field. Every time he dropped back, he was looking to one side. I'm sitting here yelling at the TV. I'm like, get this bum out the game. He couldn't even run the option right. You're supposed to be a guy who can run. You couldn't even run the option right. And then, okay, so then Nick said, then Les Miles says this. Okay, we're going to wait and see what happens in the third quarter. We'll stick to him in the third quarter. And then he comes out in the third quarter and throws some flip of a pass like he's Brett Favre. He's been lighting it up all day. And he throws an interception. It's like, Les Miles, you should have got him out of the game after the third quarter.
Tebow.
Let Jarrett Lee come in. It was only 12-0 at that time. I don't think the game was that boring. I was just upset about how Les Miles handled his team, his offense. The defense eventually gave up. At the end of the day, if you looked at that defense, gave up. Because they just like, we know the offense is not going to do anything. I think the Alabama Crimson Tide came out, had a heck of a game plan, and the players played great. A.J. McCarron was a shocker to me. He lit it up all over the field. Alabama was up and down the field. So I don't think the game was boring. I was just disappointed in how Les Miles handled that LSU offense because it just was like they didn't prepare at all for Alabama, which they should have been putting in more work than Nick Saban. He never leaves the facility.
Yeah, you know, Nick Saban sleep football, man. Oh my goodness. I feel sorry for his wife. I mean, Mike, he looks so rigid. It's like, man, a football general. Terrible.
They say they're gonna make him forget about the bear. The bear.
Yeah.
If for you people who don't know who Bear Bryant is, you just need to go shoot yourself. But I mean, they're saying Saban might make the Alabama fans go forget about Bear Bryant.
Nah, please.
I mean, come on. I mean,
2 championships.
This is some.
I'll tell you this.
Oh, Nick Saban. I mean, I don't know how long he's gonna coach at Alabama and how long he wants to coach, but he's gonna win. I think between 5 to 6 national titles.
Nah.
Easy.
Nah.
That
he probably
guy,
got another
he
one or
knows
two
how to
more.
reload with talent, and he knows how to game plan. Even though he lost his offensive coordinator, Brian Schottenheimer now from the NFL is coming down to the college ranks he was interviewing for that position today. The guy knows how to reload with players, coaches. He's going to win he's going to win about 3 or 4 more national titles. And I don't know the Bear.
Well, who cares who he reminds some backdoor person of? I don't care. Who's to say how he gonna make them feel or remember somebody? Well, Bear Bryant not gonna exist if he wins 4 more championships? Come on, man, please. That's a ridiculous argument.
Basically.
You know, that's why guys like Stephen A. and what's the other fool on ESPN with the stiff face, Skip Bayless. That's why these guys got jobs like that, because, you know, people feed into the dogmas and all the BS that's going on. But at Spectator Sport, we tell it like it is from the spectator's point of view.
Spectator Sport.
Now let's go ahead and talk about what's wrong with the NCAA. What are some of the things you would fix with the NCAA? Go ahead, Talent.
Well, as far as what? I mean, I don't know what
I'll give you an example.
Football, basketball, I mean,
anything in general. For example.
I mean, number one thing I would fix, obviously, is paying players. They need to get paid.
There you go.
I heard some staggering
ridiculous,
number
man. I ain't never seen Pippen. I ain't never seen Pippen since Pippen. I'm telling you, there you go.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
when you got numbers like that, it's just ridiculous.
What they say? They walking the Ave.
Generating $100 million is just ridiculous.
NCAA got football players walking the Ave.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, that's the number one thing you got to go and change is they need to get compensated. I know they try to add that stipend, and then they
playing games. They playing games. How you gonna make billions off of me, and then I can't even make a jersey set $50 off of myself, off of my own self?
Because they giving you a free
you own me because you're giving me
education.
a piece of crap education just because I can
Now
network better in your society. Get out of here, man.
Don't call
save it, man.
Pieces of crap.
I'll tell you this: there are many billionaires that never went to those universities. There are many billionaires, man. Come on, man. You just got to know the ways of business and how to coordinate yourself, man. But I'm
not going to ever tell somebody not to go to college.
You ain't going to make it anyway.
You should go to college and educate yourself.
Go get pimped.
There's nothing better than an educated man. But at the end of the day, they do need to pay the players, and I think they should get some more money. As far as, I don't think they should be giving like $200,000, $300,000. I think it's more than $2,000 a semester. I'm not saying they should be getting 6 figures.
Man.
No, I think they should be getting paid at least.
Okay, I'll tell you this: they shouldn't get 6 figures,
something like that.
But a coach should get millions. How much does Nick Saban make? Trent Richardson is the star of that team. If you ain't know it.
The thing about
Trent Richardson on that field balling.
The Florida Gators.
Trent Richardson out there getting.
The Florida Gators have a lot of great players on that team, but why didn't they go to the national title? It's about coaching, son. It always comes down to coaching. You need great players to win, but you do need coaching
great
to
players.
win.
I thought you respected winning. You need great players to win. Thank you.
LSU got great players, but obviously, what was the difference in that game?
Okay, he was out-coached.
Not exactly.
That plays a part of it.
But
if they would have executed
their money, they have to recruit. They got to go on trips.
Exactly.
They got to put in their relentless hours. You can't talk bad about the coaching, so calm down. It's not about the coaching. It's about the players. I said they need to get paid.
I'm saying coaches get paid, so players should get paid too.
Not what a coach is making. No way.
I didn't say the same thing a coach is making. I said if a coach can make six figures and millions, a player should be able to get at least $100K. Why not?
No, players shouldn't be able to get
college. Why I can't get $100K a year if I'm bringing you billions?
See, now that's the problem right there. Now you're getting too ridiculous. They shouldn't. No, not that much money. That's ridiculous. They're getting a free education, and I think they should get about 10 to 20 grand per season.
Imagine an 18-year-old athlete. You really can't tell him nothing. He's the #1 prospect, and he's getting $100K to go to the U.
No,
my goodness.
That's
this
not
boy
gonna
be
happen.
out of control.
Yeah, that's
folks,
not gonna happen.
I apologize. Scrap that idea.
You are fool.
You give these cats like 30 grand, and then they can do it. I go over 30.
It's like 10, 20 grand a season, and I think it should be based on each player's performance. I don't think the whole team should get that because everybody doesn't contribute to these games. I think it should be based on performance. I think the least amount a player should get if you're like on a practice. I mean, if you're just like a third string player, like a $5 grand. But like if Trent Richardson, he's balling out. He runs for a touchdown now. He should be like 30 grand. Yeah. So that based off their season, based off their performance, that's how they should do. That's how they should pay them. But and most players won't be, they won't be inclined to leave as fast, because they're getting money. And they can take care of their family and take care of little small things until they go to the NFL and they can finish their degrees. So that's the #1 thing I would change. But as far as the NCAA concerned with the football, I mean, I guess the playoffs. The playoffs,
man.
Playoffs.
That's what it's all about. They got to change the playoff system.
I'll take a 14 playoff.
Nah, man.
I'll take a 14 playoff.
It got to be an 18 playoff, man.
Not 8. 4's good enough.
2 weeks.
8's too much.
2 weeks.
8's too much. 4's good enough. 8's too much. 4's good enough. Take the top 4 teams and have them duke it out.
Yeah. If you agree, go ahead and hit us on Twitter at Spectator Sport, the #1. Oh, my boy at Beats by Muscle. He on the other couch, folks. You know how we do it in the studio. Now, go ahead and follow us also at Holland Jungle. But like I say, let's continue on.
Holland Jungle.
Thanks again, folks, for tuning in to Spectator Sport. It's your host, Lott. Let's go ahead and talk about Jeff Demps of the Florida Gators football team.
You are fool.
He decided to drop football. Well, he's not a fool. He actually dropped football to focus only on track, in which one of my buddies been saying for a while. Good buddy of mine's, my boy Cap. Props to Cap out there in La La Land. But he always said that he thought Jeff Demps just quit football and focus only on track. One of the main reasons being this guy was the fastest 17-year-old ever timed. Ever. Why the hell are you playing football?
Because
the guy's like 5'5". The guy's like 5'5", 160 pounds. He'll never be a great NFL player.
That man's like 180.
Man, come on, man.
Jeff Demps like 185 pounds, man. Are you serious?
Man.
He played football at University of Florida.
Man,
you know what type of weight program they got over there? And like I said, football's in the heart, son. He might be fast and he runs track, but football's in his heart.
Football is in his stupidity.
He's been legit.
Football was in his
stupidity. Go ahead and
stupidity.
dismiss that because he's one of the fastest guys.
And stupidity is in his heart also, right?
How is he stupid?
Retardedness is in his heart, though, right?
Tell me how.
If I'm the fastest 17-year-old, he's not the best football player of all time, is he?
So what?
No. So if you're the best all time ever at anything, that's what you should be doing.
No, that's not true. You do what your heart tells you to do.
No, your heart doesn't count.
I want to go to the University of Florida and win a national championship.
Like a woman. You think with your heart.
That's what I want to do. And he ran track too. He's a dual sport athlete. He did them both. I mean,
that's why he has a parent who steps in and says, "You know what, son? No more.
No more. No parent's going to tell an 18-year-old child what to do.
Pimping no longer."
So, and he's not a fool for that. He loves football. He's been playing football before he's been running track. That's what you people forget to understand. You don't run track as a 5 and 10-year-old. No, you play football. So football was first, and then track came along because they discovered, obviously, he was fast. So don't just tell somebody to dismiss your football career because I'm really fast. I can do both.
Dismiss your career because it doesn't exist.
It does exist. He will be a 4th round.
No, he's going to be like a 7th rounder who becomes irrelevant.
No one will project him that late anyways. You're wild. No, they won't. He could be a good return man and a 3rd down back and could develop into something like if he decided to pursue football career full time, which he probably won't because he is a track star. But at the same time, though, don't say the man's a fool because
As a
he loves
freshman,
football.
this guy
dude.
almost made the Olympics. As a freshman.
He loves football. What is
Almost
wrong
made
with
the
that?
Olympics. Folks, halftime coming up. Bam.